Hey y'all, oh my goodness, I am my nerves right now. Whew, I'm about to show you why. So I did not know that this pickup was going to be in a cave, y'all. I've never been in one before, and I have heard stories. This right here just tested my skill. And I'm so freaking proud of myself, but oh my goodness, my nerves are shot. Let me show you guys why I'm saying this. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Gotta probably turn that flash off, but look at these tight. I had to fit in between these without taking out anything. Are you kidding me? Holy crap, y'all. Ooh, my nerves are shot, y'all. Just so that I could get it in to this spot right there, which is very, very tight. Alright, so we made it to our drop-off, but it is not due until 7 o'clock in the morning, but they had overnight parking, and I was struggling trying to find a parking spot at the truck stop, so this kind of worked out. Isn't it beautiful here, you guys? Hi y'all, so this morning has been rather interesting. I had a wee bit of a struggle at our last drop-off with getting into the parking spot as well as into the door because the fact that it was pouring down rain and it was nighttime. So well, we have a new load. It's going to be going to West Seneca, New York to Upper Marlboro, Maryland. So we are currently at the pickup spot, and getting it into here was a pain in the butt, but only because of all the giant potholes. I still feel like I'm a little bit crooked, y'all. My backing is definitely beginner status. Sometimes I'm really good at it, and sometimes I struggle really, really bad. But it's in as good as I can get it, so hopefully that'll work for them. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Hold on. It looks as straight as it's gonna get, but when you step outside, it's a little wonky. But look at the space that you have to pull up. It's not much. And look at these giant ass potholes, y'all. They're everywhere. Like, holy crap. And they're all in front of the truck too, which just made it even harder. But yeah. Hey y'all, so today was a really, really, really good day. I'm still trying to figure out the camera situation. I'm gonna need to buy some mounts that go to the windshield and stuff, because I have plenty, but they're for like tripods and stuff like that. So I promise it's gonna get better. But today we basically drove from Johnson City all the way up to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where I picked up the load, which went really, really well. I need to get better about trying to film it as well, so that you guys can see that. It's just once I get there, it's like boom, boom, boom. I just start doing stuff. I don't even really, unfortunately, think to slow down, and I need to slow down a little bit. But anyways, so this load is actually going to be going to Indian Trail, North Carolina. So that is going to be due on the 15th at 0700. So we have a little bit of time on our hand. This is a little bit of a longer ride, which is really nice. I don't feel so stressed out, which is huge. That picking up one day, delivering the next day is just, it's a lot of pressure. So I'm very thankful that this was a couple of days where I didn't have to feel that pressure. But yeah, everything went really, really, really well. Traffic wasn't bad at all. Dropping off the empty trailer that I had and picking up the loaded trailer, that drop and hook went really, really, really well. And I've noticed that when I don't get overwhelmed with a bunch of other people around me doing all kinds of stuff, that stuff goes really easy. The drop and hook goes really, really easy for me. It just gets really, really complicated when everybody is walking around my trailer as I'm trying to back, or they're coming alongside of me. It just freaks me the heck out. So that didn't happen today. So everything went really, really well. I was lucky. Okay. I was able to find a parking spot. We were at a pilot. So I was able to get a spot, got backed in real easy to that. So I'm very thankful. Today was definitely a good day. We're going to be getting up really early tomorrow, and then we're going to get on the road because it's about 6 hours to the drop-off location. And even though it's not due till Wednesday, I want to try to get as close to the destination as possible, and then close it, like shut it down for the night. That way when I do get up in the morning to make it to my appointment time, I'm not far away, and it'll be an easy delivery. So of course we'll pray for that. But I'm going to try to get some more footage, like I said, tomorrow as well, to add to this video, you guys. Like I said, it's going to get better, I promise. So it's just basically me just having to get what I need a little bit at a time, but it's going to get there. So yeah, I'm very thankful, very blessed, and I had a good meal tonight. I made 2 hot dogs with some chips and some French onion dip. I think is what it was. Yeah, French onion dip to go along with it. And then I had a couple pickles. I did set out a chicken breast for tomorrow, so I am going to cook tomorrow. So I'm going to try to film that for y'all as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I did buy a bunch of groceries, as you guys saw in the previous video, so I'm definitely set. I got to get me a skillet that plugs into the cigarette ashtrays, because that way I don't want to overwhelm my inverter or whatever. So anyways, I'm going to shut it down for the night, go to sleep, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Mwah! Bye, y'all. Well, good morning, guys. So we made it. We are in the door, just waiting. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll have to turn it around. But anyways, we made it. It was a wee bit of a tight fit to fit in here this morning. It was a little hectic, but we got it in nonetheless. So that is going to conclude this video. I will see you guys all in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Good morning, guys. So
It is about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just waiting for my clock to come back. We did get a load pickup yesterday after I delivered. So we are heading to Grayson, Kentucky from Tar Heel, North Carolina. So that is going to be due today at 1 o'clock. So I just want to let you guys know that we are up and moving around, and as soon as that clock says go, we're going to be flooring it. About 65 miles an hour. Because that's as fast as we can go. But anyways, our appointment did have to get moved because yesterday everything just getting in late, getting the load late, getting in and getting the trailer and everything dropped off and picked up took a little bit longer than expected. And I didn't have very much time left on my workday clock. So still trying to figure all that out, guys. It is such a pain in the butt. But I have come to really understand that me picking up one day and delivering the next day just does not work. I need to have it stretched out a little bit, and hopefully my fleet manager will kind of pick up on that, as I've already expressed that to him. So hopefully, we'll get that going and get that, to where that's a thing more often than not, because this right here is just becomes a little problematic. So they had to move my time back because it was originally due at 11 o'clock this morning, but I'm still 5 hours and some change away, so that's definitely not going to happen. So they moved it to 1 o'clock, so hopefully we'll make it then, and we will. There's no hopefully, we will. We'll get it there. So I'm going to do a pre-trip here in just a few minutes, and then once my clock is back, we'll hit the road. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Mwah. Bye. Hi, y'all. I just wanted to kind of give you an update about how today went. It was a lot. I was super stressed out. So as I said last night, I realized that my delivery time and the way my hours were left over from yesterday, there was no way I was going to make it on time. So I had let my dispatcher know, hey, I'm going to be running at least, an hour and a half, 2 hours. And that was, of course, not even given traffic and all the other stuff. So they moved my appointment to 1 o'clock. Well, when I got my clock back this morning and headed out, it just kind of was like one thing after another. So I was going through Virginia and going up and down through the mountains. It slows you down, then construction. So needless to say, it just was super stressful. I was already thinking, okay, there's no way I'm going to make it on time, even to that time that they moved it over to from 11 to 1. Then I went to a scale and was told I was over 1,400 pounds on my axles, which I think that's because my weight wasn't calibrated correctly on my gauge in here in the truck. So I had to go and pull around to the back and get that fixed, which meant I had to slide my tandems again. But then I ended up getting that, and thank goodness she just gave me a verbal warning. She didn't give me a citation or nothing like that, but it made me basically just kind of break down. I had a little bit of a breakdown because now I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be really, really late. At that time, it was like 35 minutes, and I still had a few more hours to go. So I called my dispatch. I said, hey, I'm right now looking at being about 35, 45 minutes late. I actually did not get there until like 55 minutes after. Which I then told my dispatch, look, these little short runs, it's just too much. That was too tight for timing, and he agreed. And so I said, I just need you to work on getting me the longer runs because it's just too stressful for me to do that. So thankfully he did go ahead and get me onto another plan, pre-plan for a longer trip. So it was just a super hectic day. I didn't even eat yesterday. All I had was like a handful of grapes and some cheese and a little piece of a bagel. Didn't even get to finish it. And then I didn't actually end up eating until today when I finally got done with the delivery and made it over to my next, stop to rest for the night. So I was really, really hungry, shaky. Like, I was like, this is just not good for me. I need to be able to eat. And, but when you're going 100 miles an hour from beginning to end, it is just not that easy to eat.
when you are driving straight through for like 5.5+ hours, you don't even get to use the bathroom, like, because you are just trying to get to your, destination, and you're running on just these restrictive time frames with your clock, and that's a whole nother thing. Oh my goodness, y'all. There is 2 parts to the clock. So you've got your drive time, and then you have your work day, and then all of that also comes out of your full cycle clock too. So it's just like, you can run that down so quickly, it's not even funny. And once you start your day, it's just tick, 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 tick. And then, of course, you still have to fit in a 10-hour break. So it's a lot trying to learn how to do all that and get the loads in. It's just overwhelming. Plus, like I said, when you get to certain facilities, it is never easy. It is always something is always happening, be the trailer, be where it's located, where you got to drop it, where you pick up, the docking, the times, the chaotic mess of ingoing and outgoing vehicles and people. And it's just like, holy crap, you guys, it's so much that goes into this. I wish all it was just driving, because that would be easy peasy lemon squeezy. But it's not. It's so much more than that. And I know everybody's like, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. I'm really just, can we skip to that part? Because that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, can we get to that? Because holy crap. Like, it gets to the point where you get so stressed out because you want to do good and be proficient. And you can literally make yourself sick because of it. You're stressing about it from the minute you go to sleep to the minute you wake up. And I know that's because I'm also new and I'm still trying to get the hang of everything and learn how to work my clock properly. It's just a lot. And like I said, you'll have days where you can back really, really good, and then there's days where I just feel like I'm struggling. Once I start to get a little bit frazzled, it's just kind of like, and so shit literally hits the fan at that point. It's just a lot. It is so much, y'all. But I'm hoping it's going to get easier. I know they say it's going to, so, fingers, toes, and eyeball crossed, and hopefully it'll get better after this, you guys. But I just wanted to give you that update. It has been a stressful 48 hours. But, hopefully this next load is going to be better. It's a little bit longer. So, hopefully. We'll see.
Good morning, y'all. Oh. So getting ready to head out to go pick up our load. I got to do a fuel stop first, which is about 2 hours, 46 minutes away. And then it'll be 22 minutes roughly about after that to get to the spot that we are picking up. So I just wanted to say good morning, and let's make today a fabulous day. I'm going to go for that. We're going to hope for a good day today. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this beautiful scene that I have in front of me at this rest area. All right, I will see you guys on the road. Mwah.
Alright, you guys, so I made it to the fuel stop. There was a little bit of a change. I'll explain more in just a little bit. So I am at a road ranger, and I'm about to take a shower because your girl needs one really, really bad. So my load will pick up in the morning. It's at 7 o'clock, so I'll have to get up the butt crack of dawn and then head over there and get it picked up. And then it's due to deliver on, I believe, the 20th, at like 3 o'clock in the morning or some crap. But anyways, like I said, I'll tell you guys more about that. But I just wanted to show you my new shower caddy. It's super cute. Watch. And she cute. And then I have my little shampoo, conditioner, body wash, my pink little loofah. These showers are not too bad. Nice nice and clean. The gentleman here was so nice, y'all. So, get you turned around. All right, so I will see you guys back inside the truck. Mwah.